Welcome everyone for another round of Subnautica modded. Today we have an update to the FCS beta of the mods with some new features, which first thing I'm going to point out is there's now a limit on the containers for the ore consumers, which is 15. So I'm hoping we get upgrades for that or we get some kind of automation because 15 is really cramping my upgrades. So I guess it's only right we start by looking for new things added here. And so far, I'm not seeing anything that's standing immediately out. Looks like we've got some things kind of reorganized a bit because things are lining up a little differently. I think that was over here. So it looks like, yeah, the paint I think was up here before. So it looks like we've got some reorganization. This is the new thing I saw, Altera Solar Cluster. So I guess it's a good thing I didn't go all out with solar panels already. So we're gonna add, we'll start with one of those, see what it's like. You know, it's not that bad of use of space right now. So maybe I'll keep the 2 rows of solar panels I already have. And we'll throw this out. Of course, I can't see which way it's facing. I think it was... Okay, so it's facing towards the side with the little, you know, kind of generator looking thing. Let's see if I can find good placement for it. We'll kind of get it in here good and tight so it's all loaded with space for me to do stuff. You know, I had that work. Is it like I gotta be a certain distance away from it? Because I had it working here and now it's not working here. So it seems like, yeah, I've got to be like at least a certain distance away from it when I'm placing it myself. See how that looks. Okay, that's close. Let's see what this is like. So 975. So let's see, 10 would be 750. 5. So like 13 panels, and it rotates. It's got a little wobble to the rotation. Actually, to the whole thing. It may still be kind of buggy at the moment. I guess maybe that's a jiggle because it's following the sun is what it is. So I'll leave that for now. That at least gives me a nice touch, which if that works well, I'll put like, I'll split it 2 on each set. So we'll end up with 6 of those. You know, again, 13 solar panels on each. And I'm doing 10 in each of those. So, I would, yeah, definitely a lot more density. Instead of 20 right there, I'm going to basically get 26 in the same amount of space. Actually, I could get even more if I didn't want to leave as much spacing between them. Instead of adding a 4th one here right now, I'm going to put the remote storage here so I can continue to load it up with diamond for exchanging here. I'm glad to see it's like right there, ready to go. It'll also work well if I could place the single item terminal outside, because I could just, you know, grab from it, have it be like just diamond, and it'll work fine, you know, but it won't build outside. So yeah, this is just going to have to work with that. Actually, let's see. And it picks it up as part of the base, floating that base, 64 diamonds sitting out there. So it still ties it in to everything with the data storage, which means I should be able to use it in here for anything I need. So that helps, you know, that actually works well. It's outside where I can easily grab it, but at the same time, I can use it as part of normal production. Power usage per second, generation time, 6 minutes, but is it not growing anything? It's okay. Okay, so it probably was supposed to be working. Power usage per second, 1. Yeah, so here it's still showing 0. And time of 10 minutes because I had this on the lowest setting. Okay, so maybe it's still functioning. It's just showing the wrong power usage, but the time was showing correctly. So I have marble melon being produced, but I do not have Reginald's food fish. And I need to have something for that. I also need cured peepers to make lantern fruit. In the last base, I made a spot for those. So I have Oculus over there being produced for the bioreactors. But at the same time, I could probably just say, you know what, I need Reginalds and peepers. Why don't I just throw them in there, let them produce? Because I really kind of want to keep the other ones over there for research specimens. And I'll just empty these out into here. And which is not going to take much because I'm not draining anything from here either. So I have 2 peepers left, but only 1 Reginald. I guess it's time to go grab one. The fortunate thing is, those are actually right below. He's infected, but I could use like a Gasopod. A little gas bubble thing. Reggie, where are you? Okay, I really thought that there was Reginalds around here. And I'm not finding a single one. I'm seeing bladderfish. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. They're similar color. Getting some weirdness with the data storage. I put in 2 eggs, those, and it wouldn't let me add the piece of ruby or the Gasopod thing to it. And I've noticed that in a couple other places. In case Field Creator Studios watching this right now. There's a couple of weird places where I cannot, it just stops letting me put stuff into the other container's inventory. And if I close out, open back up, it works fine after that. Now, I'm not 100% on this, but that looks like it's at a greater angle than it used to be. So I'm assuming, I mean, it's not quite aimed right at the sun. I guess it is if you get the right spot. I'm assuming it's tracking based on daytime, not actual position. You see it's actually turning now. So it's not flipping. Yeah, it's turning with the sun. So it's not like it rotates that way. Like this end is down and then it points upwards. It's flattening out midday and then it rotates and points downward. Okay, I'm going to go grab some fish and get back in time to see what happens at sunset. So the sun is about to set, and I'm watching to see if one is just like the sun is getting almost out of the sky, and it starts switching back before the sun's really gone. If it waits till the sun has cleared the horizon, or is it when the percentage goes to a certain level? Like, does it hit 15% and it says, okay, start rotating? Or 0, start rotating. We're getting right. Oh, you see it's going quickly there. It's dropping down quick. It's dropping down quick. 0. No charge. It's still jiggling. But it hasn't rotated back. And last time, and maybe it's just I wasn't watching it when it happened, but last time it was already rotated back before daytime. Just buying a bunch of servers, and I noticed it raised up a little bit. So it did this when the sun was rising up in the sky. So it's maybe not just a end of night, start rotating around, but it's acting like it's going in reverse. Like if that's the sun going down, then think of it as like the sun coming back across. It's timing it in the exact opposite. It may not even be really following the sun. It may just be following the timing. In this case is what it looks like, because it's leveling out and then I'm assuming it's going to start rotating kind of in reverse. Is it doing it now? Yeah, it's rotating a little bit. There it goes. So it's just got a program timing to it and then goes in reverse after the sun sets. And now, because of all this money I am making, it is time for storage server rack. Floor rack number 2. You know, I'm gonna put this one here at what no, that's not even the right depth. That's not even wide enough. Like maybe that. Still not quite centered, but it's close enough. You know, I can't help but feel like I'm the cause of this. That my, 75, 103 diamond in each one at a time pending was considered too much. I feel attacked. So while I feel like I'm being targeted because of my massive production scale, what if a deep driller like this, maybe even that's to a base like it is, 233 items in it, I don't have to get into the sea moth, come down, prawn suit, whatever. I can instead pull the Cyclops up, and with a module, maybe some kind of upgrade that has to sit to the side, maybe something similar to the remote storage box, I can basically pull up and access it just like docking the vehicle and have it automatically extract everything or only certain things from deep drillers that are out and being used somewhere. So I could just drive up with the Cyclops and empty all 200 something items out in one quick go, or relatively quick, a lot quicker than doing it this way. What if we could have something like that? Maybe that's something Field Creator Studios could look at trying to implement. Could be a cool little feature. So even with the wind turbine stop, my power dropping down to just the minimum point where it kind of starts to pause things, it still never triggered this. So that did not start discharging any power to keep things going. So yeah, maybe I'm never going to actually use the power banks. So despite the jiggling effect, I've had no issues with this. This worked fine. Maybe actually was finally draining power with the wind turbines out of commission. So I'm gonna go ahead and load up as best I can place. Oh yeah, okay, that works. Just get it as close as it will go beside each one. Yeah, that works fine for me. Just straightforward, simple. I get this one to place, and there we go. Number 6. And I guess when they're flat, or pretty much flat, that's going to get it just close enough that they're not smacking into each other, hopefully. But yeah, that's 6 of them. So almost another 6,000 power right there. Yeah, that went from 19,000 something power to almost 25,000. 24,350. So one thing I meant to try earlier, and I actually forgot, so we'll see. Yes, it works. Okay, so the Gasopod thing will go in. We're going to have it analyze that. And I'm assuming because that's not a grown plant object, I'm going to have a replicator for it. So I just thought of it, and I wanted to check. So they got the descriptions set right now. So table mount is actually the table mount. Wall mount is actually the wall mount. Before they were reversed. So that's good to see that. And I haven't used this yet because I really don't need it. But let's go put in the base utility unit. You know what? I don't like the way it glitches there, but I don't want it floating above the edge either. Take oxygen. Okay, so you can set this going. You come here and re-oxygenate immediately, apparently. It's not like just a partial thing. And it's also providing water pressure, is my understanding. So we've got our drink bar, but it's not doing anything right now. So I'm just gonna, you know what, we'll put the fountain filter right there next to it, kind of thing. So take water bottle and take water. So it has both. I was thinking it might be the, like, it's a fountain, so you just kind of refill your water. So it looks to be similar to the other one. I just drain out whatever I need, and then I can take a water bottle. I wonder if the water bottle is just... Yeah, okay. So 50% tank. We'll have to wait and see which type of water bottle it is. I was thinking it maybe would pull from the filtration machines, but it's not doing that. And speaking of filtration, I have not emptied these in quite a while. I will probably need some of this for decorative purposes. We're going to throw a few drinks around. And then right here, all the rest, we're going to have like a nice little... I'll start with just 2 rows. And that's all I got for now. We're at 100% already. So take water bottle. It does provide that. And that's actually really quick. That's very fast. It's actually worth doing that instead of the filtration machine other than I'm not getting salt from this. No salt. If it's just water, do this when you have access to this. If you want salt, use the filtration machine or deep driller where salt is an option, and then just have salt as one of the production items. Now, I'm wondering if maybe I need to break this. Nope. Did not reset anything. Oh, well. An alien chef is fixed. It's not chief anymore. It's chef. So it's supposed to be chef. Actually, you know what? I want to see if this will work. Let me see if it will do a couple of ion batteries. Let's just see if I can do 2. Because I have... double check. No gold, no silver. So will it pull like EasyCraft from nearby, or just the fact that it's nearby? It's not doing it. Okay, I didn't want to do this, but try something else. Antenna, and I'm not even going to get fancy with it this time. I'm just going to place it here, be done with it, and oh, it rotates. Now, do anything? No, nothing. Okay, so this is working. So I can go to Cyclops. And yeah, okay, now I guess a good time to use this. I was kind of hoping that it would just pull from it being connected, but no, it's still a case of whatever the autocrafter can see in the base is what it will use, and it's still not making an ion battery. Why not? Why not? Oh, I don't have ion cubes in this base, and it's producing ion batteries. So now that should go right over here. So search for rubber. It doesn't work. Or rub, it doesn't work. But like silicone, it works. Okay, so you have to start with the very beginning. It doesn't search in the middle. It's just the beginning. So I'm finally going to try out something new. So we're going to do, 6 of each. And I want to see how this works. Okay, so 2 at a time. It should work. Yep, okay, so it's going for the silicone rubber, which should not be a problem. And the power cell, now it goes back to, it does the first one, but I don't have other ion batteries. So this is not the convenience of the EasyCraft where it just makes everything, as it needs, but it is the convenience of being able to do a bulk order of stuff so you don't have to make everything individually, as long as you're making all the independent pieces. I'm assuming once one chain is done, whichever first, it then automatically should load the ion power cells in next, which will then just keep it going. So very good for large bulk orders, but you're going to have to plan out your stages as opposed to EasyCraft where it's just going to automatically be like, oh, it needs this first, so do this. It needs this first, do that. I'm sure there's a possibility that Field Creator Studios could implement something like that, but how do you implement that with, say, 2 items and then having it figure out automatically which way to stack the smaller items, the prerequisites that it needs for that? So it's just going to take some getting used to for this. And there we go. That's 8 of 10. In there, and it's still on auto, so, and they're fully charged right from the beginning. I mean, I guess you could use this as like a power cell charger as long as you're producing enough power, because excess will be pumped into charging them, so you could take the good ones out, swap them all out in your vehicles, your Cyclops, whatever, and put the empty ones back in. It'd be good, but I'm going to use it actually as a battery backup, a power bank. I totally forgot I had this going on that little the spore pod thing, and yeah, gas pod, there it goes. All right, so we got that. It is underway, going to make gas pods, so you have a way to get those without having to go and harvest them. And if that works, I'm assuming something else that I need will work as well. Oh yes, like first try. Does it work? Yes, it works. Stalker tooth. Oh, once again, I forgot to turn on the actual scanning. I keep doing that. All right, here we go. Come on, come on. Done. Get out here and test. Oh, wait, I need to Should have done this already. I need to buy a replicator. Gotta buy another one. Replicator. And it's not centered the same way. Why is that? Why is it? There it goes. Okay, just because it's darker right now, it looked like it was offset. And Stalker Tooth. Yes. Yes, I'm going to actually kick that one up. Because I'm going to get some of these going because I need them for enamel glass. This is where looking for like glass would be great if it showed enamel glass as well. And not just glass, you know, but actually match for in the middle of the name. You notice I click out and then it takes me out of the text area. I thought that could be a little bit nicer, but I'm sure that's partly limitations on the game itself. So observatory there, and I've still got the hatch over here. I think I like the observatory aspect. No need to have hatches here because, you know, you want to go outside, there's the moon pool. That's what it's there for. So observatories will be a good little touch here for each of these. Nice little spot to step out, have a little view. So this new update has added two really significant changes. First being, of course, there's a limit of 15 on the ore consumers, whereas before I could just keep loading them up. And it's kind of weird that it's like 15, but you can put way more than 15 in the inventory space. So maybe they'll adjust that, or we'll get an option for an upgrade type thing for these to allow for more. But I've also been told there's going to be some automation aspect to it. But yeah, that's the first big change with this new update. And the second big thing is the addition of the new solar array. What was it called? The solar cluster. It's 13 solar panels on each one. It is wobbling. I'm sure that's going to be fixed for more stability or for more fits to look. But it rotates with the sun, or basically in the timing that the sun is supposed to take towards the other horizon and then back during the night. There's 13 solar panels, so you get the production level, I'm assuming, of 13 panels. And we also get the charge storage of 13 panels, so 975 in power storage for it. And it really doesn't take up that much room. I mean, that sits on them. So that comes out to a total of basically 78 panels right there, and less space really than it took for me to put 60, I would say. I mean, or roughly maybe the same space without the fillers in between, which I could, honestly, I could go and do like solar panels in between each one if I really, really wanted to. But yeah, with that, that's to me the biggest thing, because if I had these at the beginning of this, I probably would not even be using the wind turbines. These have no maintenance costs. There's no repair aspect. They hold actually more power than the wind turbines in total. And of course, they're not producing quite as fast as the wind turbines or through the night. But the fact I don't have to worry about repairing them is a big plus. I may actually swap some of the wind turbines out at the other bases for these instead, because I'm really liking these. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Again, if you want to check out these mods, they are beta, but you can show your support to Field Creator Studios on their Patreon, link below. And if you do that, you become a member, you can get access to the early access beta stuff. Kind of like, you know, supporting a development team during early access with their game. We're supporting them during the development of these awesome mods, so you can get access and play around with stuff now like I am. But that's it for this video. So if you enjoyed it, hit the like button, leave me a comment, and a comment for Field Creator Studios to see of what you like about these new changes. What do you think about the solar cluster? What do you think about the limitation on the consumer? Leave it in a comment below. Let us know. And of course, hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I'll see you in the next video.